Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, what's my brethren in St. Louis, Missouri? And speaking of St. Louis, Missouri, we got some news on Charles Martin, as reported by BoxingScene.com. Charles Martin making his return back to the ring. It's been about a year. The last we saw him in a boxing ring, that is, was last April when he fought Anthony Joshua, and he got sparked in 2 rounds and lost his IBF heavyweight title to him. Since that time, he's kind of, gone through a crazy period of his life where he's been uploading all these crazy videos to Instagram, talking about he's going to become a rapper and just really questionable stuff. You guys have seen some of the videos on the channel. If you've been following me for more than 6 months or 6 months, the last 6 months, I've uploaded some of them to the channel. So, and I actually interviewed Charles Martin in January, so I've seen him this year, and he was cool. He seemed like, from what I knew when I met him, I knew that he came. The reason I saw him was because when he was here in South Florida, he came not just for the Lara fight, but more importantly, his manager. Used to be Jamel McCline, the former Heavyweight Contenders manager, and Jamel McCline owns a gym here in Boca Raton in South Florida called Big Time Boxing and Fitness that a couple fighters go to, and that he was here to get some work down over there. So I knew there was a possibility he would come back to the ring soon, and now that it's been confirmed, it's good for him. I'm glad that he's getting back into the ring after a year. Took a little longer than probably should have, but it's not like he's going to be fighting a killer his first fight. He's fighting a tune-up fight. He's fighting a guy by the name of Brian Pauly. Brian Pauly is a journeyman from the same city as Charles Martin, a guy with a record of 30 wins, 20 losses, 1 draw, and he has 13 knockouts in 3 fights that have ended in a no contest. So it doesn't look like he's going to be fighting anybody too crazy his first fight. The way he lost that first fight, the way he lost his last fight against Anthony Joshua, it wasn't even like he literally had like nothing to build any confidence out of. There wasn't one moment he could point to in that fight and say, hey, I did this well, I did that well. It was just him getting totally outclassed and losing his heavyweight title and probably going down. And this is not me hating on Charles Martin. I think if you took a poll from people who know boxing more than I do, they would even say, Charles Martin, of all the guys who have held heavyweight titles in the last quarter century, he might go down as arguably the worst one, and that's just what it is. But aside from that, Martin got work at Big Time Boxing Fitness, also the New Kronk Gym in Detroit. So he's been someone that's been there, kind of getting sharp, getting back into the swing of things, which it's good to see. Martin actually, also I forgot about this too. He got shot in L.A. Not too long after the Anthony Joshua fight. I'm gonna say maybe within 3 months after the fight, he got shot in L.A. And he actually had a quote in this article about it. I'm gonna read it to you guys. He said, in regards to that shooting, he said, I quote, "I said to myself, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna bleed to death. I have to pay respect to the cops. They saved my life." End quote. So that's what it is there. Charles Martin, gone through a lot in this last year. Been shot, been rapping. Said he wants to do acting and voiceover stuff. He's been everywhere, but I guess he's getting back to doing what we know him for, which is the boxing. So April 25th, he'll be on the those Fox Sports 1 toe-to-toe Tuesday cards. I usually for whatever reason I always forget about those when they're on, and then I catch the reruns. But I'll make sure to watch this one because I actually want to see how Charles Martin looks, and notable names, so I'll check him out for sure. But that's the news. April 25th, Charles Martin's return to the ring after getting sparked by Anthony Joshua last April. Let me know what you guys think about Charles Martin coming back, and is he good or bad for the heavyweight division, and just give me your overall takes in the comments down below. And you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.